It's not fine for Jim Harbaugh, at least as it relates to the NCAA. Harbaugh's got two predicaments. Not that he cares very much because he's left Michigan. He's got the issue with the recruiting violations during the COVID dead period, and he's got the Connor Stalions sign stealing situation. The NCAA has spoken as it relates to the COVID dead period recruiting violations. And remember, this was a situation where there was a tentative resolution reached between Harbaugh and the NCAA. He was going to be suspended, I think, 3 games to start the season. The easy games, the pre-Big 12, Big 12, Big 10, Big whatever. I can't keep them straight anymore. The pre-Big 10 games, they had an agreement. The NCAA ultimately decided it wouldn't approve it. Michigan decided to curry favor with the NCAA to have Harbaugh sit out a couple of games, but that still wasn't resolved. The punishment of Harbaugh for the COVID recruiting dead period stuff wasn't resolved. That's now been resolved with a 4-year show cause order. And what that means, when you have a 4-year show cause order, that means for the next 4 years, if anyone within the NCAA structure hires Jim Harbaugh to be the head coach, they have to show cause as to why they shouldn't be punished as an institution. So it's basically a 4-year window where he can't be employed by an NCAA team. It's basically a 4-year suspension. And that's without the Connor Stalions situation. The unanswered question here is, now that we know that Harbaugh has been essentially suspended for 4 years by the NCAA, will the NFL do anything about it? I've asked the NFL and I haven't heard back yet. But remember, when former Ohio State coach Jim Tressel was suspended by the NCAA, he went to work for the Colts, and the NFL essentially imposed that suspension on him. Terrell Pryor, Ohio State quarterback, suspended 5 games, went to the supplemental draft after he was picked by the Raiders in the 3rd round in 2011, suspended 5 games for the NFL for manipulating the eligibility rules or some nonsense like that. They were, what's the word I'm searching for here? Duplicating, simulating the NCAA suspension for both guys, really. And remember, it was the NFL's in-house media conglomerate that reported last year that Harbaugh won't have the easy out to go to the NFL, that this will follow him in some way. Now, that was focused more on the Connor Stalions situation, but regardless, we've got a 4-year show cause. We've got the Stalions situation still looming, an expectation there'll be a level 1 violation for Harbaugh there. At what point does the NFL take action against Harbaugh? And I got a problem with it if they do. I had a problem with it when they did it to Pryor and Tressel because it has nothing to do with the NFL. But the NFL wants to placate those responsible for the free farm system that is college football. And so ultimately, as I said the other day, the NFL will do whatever it wants to do. If the NFL wants to suspend Harbaugh, it will. If it doesn't, it won't. But this NCAA situation can't be entirely ignored. We've asked the league, and we'll see what they have to say about it. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.